What's up, Sports to the Bone family? What's up? What's up? A blessed morning to you all, and welcome back to another video. Coming up in this one, we see where a lot of past and present cricketers have taken to social media to show their love and their support to Pollard, who recently announced his retirement from international cricket. Now, two such players that we are going to be zooming in on in this video is Sunil Narayan and Chris Gayle, who took to social media to basically share their love and their thanks as it relates to Pollard. We're also going to be taking a look at former boxing heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, who was seen in a video on an airplane punching an airline passenger. You're going to want to find out what the passenger did and what happened immediately after that. So make sure you stick with us until the end. Hit that subscribe button while you're there, and also leave a like and drop a comment. All right, so yes, my viewers and subscribers. So as I said earlier this week, Pollard actually announced his retirement from international cricket, and quite a few past and present players, they have taken to social media. Some have done interviews and things like that to basically give their say or their take on the topic. Some are encouraging him to return, and some are saying, yeah, he did his time and he wants to focus on franchise cricket now. So, a lot of persons showing their support. Now, two players, as I said, that would have given their opinion that we are going to be talking about in this one is Christopher Henry Gayle and Sunil Narayan. So Gayle, he actually tweeted about it. More than likely, he would have reached out to Pollard personally, but as it relates to the public aspect, public platform or public aspect, he actually tweeted about it, and he was very hilarious as per usual in what he had to say. Now, Gayle is quoted as saying, right, "I can't believe you retired before me." So basically letting us know that here what, remember, fans, I am yet to retire. You understand? Gayle went on to say, anyway, congratulations on your international career. It was a great pleasure playing alongside you, and happy retirement. He closed off by saying all the best in your next chapter. So Christopher Henry Gayle there showing some support to Pollard and his decision to retire from international cricket. Also reminding us that here what, people, I am yet to retire. I haven't called time on my international career as yet. So you should still look out for me one day. So yes, my viewers and subscribers, that is what Chris Gayle had to say as it relates to Pollard stepping away from international cricket, letting him know that here what, it was indeed a pleasure to have played with him, and he's definitely wishing him all the best in the next chapter. Could be franchise cricket around the world and things like that. Now, Pollard's close friend, childhood friend up to today, good friend, Sunil Narayan, he did an interview, as we know he's over there in the IPL. He did an interview, spoke about Pollard's retirement, and he had an interesting take on it. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys a few things that he had to say. I actually have some of the quotes here as it relates to what Narayan had to say. Now, Narayan is quoted as saying, it's sad, it's very sad. I think he had so much more to give to West Indies cricket. So that is how Narayan started off the interview when he was asked what are his thoughts on this. He said that it is sad. It is sad because he thinks that Pollard had a lot more to give to West Indies cricket. He went on to say, I think he himself has to know when it is time. So personally, Narayan thinks that Pollard should continue because he has a lot more to give, but he's still respecting his decision because he thinks that Pollard is the one that would know when it is time for him to hang it up, right? So Narayan went on and he said that I wish him all the best in his future endeavors. He also said that all the best to him in whatever tournament he's set to play in. So seems as if Pollard is planning to go on a whole rampage as it relates to franchise cricket. We're going to probably be seeing a lot of Pollard around the world, right? Anyway, let me let you guys hear what Narayan had to say Narayan said, I am sure he will have lots more of success. So, you know, we are anticipating a couple of more good performances from Mr. Pollard at the franchise level. He went on to say he still has a good fan base, and I hope he enjoys it. So just letting Pollard know that even though he has decided to walk away from international cricket, as it relates to his fan base, it is still there, and he's hoping that he will continue to enjoy it and continue to show continue to show to his fans that he is still a class act. Now, Narayan also spoke about the people back home, because as we said, he's in the IPL as it relates to Caribbean people and what their thoughts are on Pollard. Now, Narayan is quoted as saying, they as in Caribbean people, us, they love to see him play in the West Indies, but he knows best. So even though the people like to see him play and think that he should continue, Pollard knows best. Narayan went on to say, I think he is going to focus more on franchise cricket around the world. So that, I think that is what a lot of persons are saying, that Pollard is definitely going to be playing a lot of franchise cricket. So you're going to see him in the IPL, probably BPL, PSL, Big Bash, 100, T10, all sort of league, CPL. So you're going to probably get a chance to see him more often than before. Now, Narayan closed off by saying there is a lot of cricket still left in him, and I am hoping that he will have the strength to continue entertaining his fans. So that is what Mr. Sunil Narayan had to say as it relates to Pollard stepping away from international cricket. So yeah, that is it for that aspect of the video. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about, my viewers and subscribers, is where there is a video currently making the rounds on social media that shows former boxing heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, allegedly punching a fan a passenger in an airplane. So according to what I'm seeing here, the video shows Tyson leaning over the back of his seat and punching the unidentified man. So he actually punched him straight to the head, and actually some red started to flow. You understand? Footage clearly showed all of that. The footage first made the rounds on TMZ. I think it was TMZ that first published it. And it actually happened on a JetBlue flight that was in Florida, I gather. As Mike Tyson would say, when he was actively boxing, every fighter has a plan until he gets the first punch. You understand? So everybody comes in the ring to fight Mike Tyson with a plan until they get the first punch in the face. Now, this man apparently thought it would have been a good idea to go out there and mess around Mike Tyson. When I say mess around him, trouble the man. Put it in layman terms. He thought it would have been a good idea to trouble the man. I don't know if they were trying to set him up or what, to see if he would react. But apparently it was the passenger, the next passenger, that started all of it. So let me tell you how it goes. Let me walk you through. So Tyson's representatives spoke to the media. They could probably be doctoring up things, fixing up things. I don't know. But this is what he said. They say, unfortunately, Mr. Tyson had an incident with a disruptive passenger, right? An aggressive passenger, he said. The passenger was actually seen on video standing over Mike Tyson's seat. Listen to me. Standing over Mike Tyson's seat before the whole physical altercation, behaving aggressively and gesturing and doing all sorts of things before throwing a water bottle at Mike Tyson. Yes, you heard me right. Before throwing a water bottle at a former heavyweight champion who is still in good shape. Remember, this man has done his best to try and stay away from bad publicity. Right? We know his temperament. We know all sorts of things about Mr. Mike, right? He has done his best to keep his nose clean. This passenger thought it would have been a good idea to go there and to fool around Mike Tyson, right? Apparently, as I said, the video showed him gesturing and behaving boisterously over Mike Tyson's seat. So Tyson was shown seated quietly and not doing anything. Passenger was over him, behaving and doing all sorts of things. And then proceeded to throw a water bottle, according to Tyson's representative. And I guess that is where Tyson then turned around at the back of the seat and gave it to him. Remember, guys, Mike Tyson was one of the most dangerous fighters to have stepped in the ring. I would probably just put I don't know if it's because I rate him as a fighter. I would probably just put Muhammad Ali, maybe Muhammad Ali above him. I know persons will probably say Joe Fraser, George Foreman, Larry Gomes, and a few others probably are up there. But I don't know what is wrong with this passenger. Why would you want to see a man like Tyson and it could be a case, as I said, of the man, just trying to make problem or trying to get a reaction out of Tyson. Now, according to reports, when officers came on the scene, both men were apparently arrested, and they were cautioned and later released. When they were questioned, the other man, not Tyson, actually did not want to cooperate, wasn't really saying anything, so they were released. And they will probably have further thing as it relates to investigation and thing as it relates to that. But as Tyson always say, everybody before a fight has a plan before they get the first punch in their face. What was this man's plan when he decided to fool around Mike Tyson? We're going to leave it right there for now, my viewers and subscribers. Zane, big up on yourself. Little more.